Hey there, it's Shauna. I hope you're doing great. This video is all about the new moon in Cancer on Monday, July 4th, 2016. So this new moon is all about emotional mastery, and I want to share with you how to really use the energy this month because it may feel a little bit emotionally intense. So we always look at the sign first. This new moon is in the sign of Cancer, and Cancer is all about feelings and emotion and intuition. This new moon is supercharged with Cancerian kind of energy also because it's sitting right next to Venus in Cancer and Mercury in Cancer. And then of course the Sun in Cancer as well. A new moon is created when the moon and the Sun come together. And so what this says to me is that there's a need to connect with your feelings and to share that in your relationships especially. That there is a higher level of intimacy that's created within yourself when you connect with your own feelings, and then also with others when you share your feelings where it feels appropriate. So the caveat with this is that so there's all of these emotions and feelings that you're going to be connecting with this month, and that again is going to create a deeper level of intimacy. The challenge that you may have during this new moon, and whenever there's a new moon, the energy ripples throughout the whole month. So it's this vibe of the whole entire lunar cycle. So with this new moon, it's opposing Pluto and Capricorn. And so Pluto is all about healing and transformation and regeneration. When Pluto's involved, there's a call for you to break down some type of structure to rebuild it so that it's stronger and so that it creates healing in your life. So whenever there's an opposition, sometimes it creates a little bit of tension. It's not always what I would call the most pleasant kind of vibe. So that being said, new moon in Cancer and then Pluto in Capricorn, I see this as a need to get in touch with your feelings and to express those and to get really comfortable with the shadow feelings, the feelings of guilt and shame and fear. A lot of those may come up this month, and that is not bad. That is what I want you to know about this month, because with Pluto involved, you may feel there may be a sense of trying to reject feelings when they come out, when they come up within you. And so the trick to this for you that I really want you to take in is that when you honor these feelings inside of yourself, when you allow them to be felt in your heart, and this doesn't necessarily mean that you need to act on anything, but when you just allow the feeling to be there, that's when the healing comes. And that's when those feelings can move through you, and there can be a sense of flow and ease. Cancer is a water sign, and so emotions have this flowing kind of quality. When the only time that there's suffering is when we get stuck in an emotion, when there's a stuck energy there, and that happens when we reject an emotion, and that happens when we hang on to an emotion. A resource for you with this new moon is that this new moon is also trining Neptune, and this is a very lovely and beautiful kind of energy. Neptune is all about dreams and vision and the subconscious mind. It's the stereotypical mystic, spiritual kind of energy. And so with this, there's even more of a flowing of emotion, and I encourage you to pay attention to your dreams, to do any kind of spiritual practice that feels good to you, meditation, dream work. If you use tarot cards, if you use astrology to look at your own chart in particular to see what kind of themes are coming up for you. Reiki, energy clearing, all of those things are lovely to help you to move this emotional energy. That's what I want you to think about, is moving the emotional energy. Three tips for you during this new moon. Number one is to allow yourself to feel the feelings. So whatever that looks like for you, but just breathing into it when an emotion comes up and not labeling it as good or bad. It's just a feeling. That's really all that it is. It's just energy. So that's number one, feel your feelings. Number two is to connect with at least one person who you feel safe to share what's going on with you this month. So even if that's just to share the crappy day that you had, that is going to embrace this new moon with the Venus in Cancer and Mercury in Cancer kind of energy, and it's a very sweet and lovely energy. Venus in Cancer, there's like this affection that can be created when you share your feelings with others, and even just when you feelings. It's kind of like you're sharing your feelings with yourself. So that's number 2, is to connect with someone that you feel safe to be emotionally vulnerable with. And number 3 is to do some type of ritual around this new moon. And that can be whatever feels good for you. I am having super great success with my new moon rituals. I'll have a link below for that. It's $25, and I walk you through my own personal moon ritual process. So I break down all of these concepts that I've been talking about much more in depth, and I give you guidance on how to apply these concepts for you right now in practical terms, and how to apply them into your chart and that kind of thing. So in a way that is more detailed but still collective and can be related to you. So I'll have a link for that below. It's a ritual for intimacy. So I am just wishing you a lovely new moon. If you enjoyed this message, please share it with a friend. I love to get these messages out to as many people as possible, just to help you really use this energy, because it's always there. And I find that these themes will play out regardless of if you harness it or not. But if you are very intentional, if you do your ritual, and if you feel your emotions and connect with other people, you'll be amazed at the change that you can create in your life and the happiness that you can create in your life. Especially with this new moon, the new level of intimacy that you can create in your life, and that's really beautiful. So sending you lots of love and wishing you a wonderful new